Hello, my name's Stephen Davies. I'm a maritime historian, completely fascinated by the harbour of Hong Kong and its long and interesting maritime story. And what I'm going to be talking about are roads, street names, many of which tend to have a connection to the sea. The first two I'm going to talk about, Rumsey Street, which we're standing on, and Pedder Street, which is about 300 metres further east down the shore of Hong Kong Island. They're named after two of the people who looked after Hong Kong Harbour at its very beginning and when it hit its high point in 1900 and became the largest throughput port in the world by tonnage. Robert Murray Rumsey was Harbour Master number 5 from 1888 to 1904, and William Pedder, down at the other end, was Hong Kong's first Harbour Master from 1841 until 1854, when trying to be a Harbour Master in Hong Kong proved so difficult in a very unhealthy climate that no sooner had he retired and got back to Britain than 6 weeks later he was dead. We're standing here on top of Harcourt Road. Now, if you say Harcourt Road to most people, these days anyway, what it means is yellow umbrellas and Occupy. But in fact, it's another part of Hong Kong's maritime story. It's quite close to another little street called Tamar Street. And between the two of them, they help us learn about the story of the Royal Navy's presence in colonial Hong Kong. Harcourt Road, because that's the name of the admiral who was in charge of the Royal Navy when it arrived in Hong Kong in August 1945 and reoccupied Hong Kong for the British Empire. And what they'd done was to create a road that ran along the north side of what became the Royal Navy's remaining Navy base, which was called HMS Tamar. And Tamar Street, the Tamar Government Complex, all of that are named after this old Navy base, now the headquarters of the People's Liberation Army. So here we are standing in Ship Street, where they used to build ships. The last shipyard that was here was run by a guy called George Fenwick. And so when they'd put the tram in, and then in the 1920s, they extended the shoreline out to Gloucester Road, they created a new road just over there, which they named after George Fenwick. So Fenwick Street and Ship Street remind people that here there was shipbuilding pretty much non-stop from shortly after the British arrived until really the turn of the century when the tram went in.